where it's supposed to be the Opera's paradise for Dust 2, it's always been the Opera's graveyard over here in Nuke. So let's see what he has in store. NaVi Jr. going to be starting off on the CT side, and they start off dead. They are 2 versus 4, with Demon being the one to fight back, and fight back in style, in fact, back to a 2v2.
Watch out for Demon on these pistol rounds. I think in that Paravision series, he had like 18 kills on pistol rounds over the 3 maps. I'm pulling that number out of my head, but dziugss, nice refrag. Going to be set up for the 1v1, and it's Robo on the other side. He has access to the bomb site and the bomb. dziugss not being baited on the initial tap. He'll come out. Might be ahead of that from
really
Unbreakable.
good timing. Symmetry's in a fantastic position over here. Alcarin just not ready for this at all. Now, Kiyosaki starts to take that peek forward. Makase will be the one to fall. Demon is the one to fall low. And as there is followers all across the board, Sypho will collect. And where NaVi Jr. start off with a very nice kill from Symmetry, it all falls apart immediately after.
Any way to support each other. So once the first domino starts to fall, it all kind of goes with it.
That's why I keep pulling out these things to be like, hey, if Vincent knows, then I'm good.
Fair enough. I'm done.
Robo knows what's up right now. He's got 2 big frags. Symmetry will return fire, but Sypho will return with an AK. Oh my goodness, this is getting dangerous.
I'm kidding. It already is. I'm terrified. Danger is near. And it's danger that is not going to stall out, not going to stop Kiyosaki. Big frag. Got to collect the bomb here soon, and in that transition, Demon catches the timing.
He's Popeye the Sailor Man. Dude, this is just a wind-up. Back and forth the punches will go, and unfortunately for NaVi Jr. right now they are on the receiving end.
Yeah, I take that fight. Yeah, I take that fight.
Well, let's see if we can believe in the M4s instead, because the Farmers ain't delivering. It's going to be Demon on the ramp side. They have to be careful about NaVi Jr., however, not going to be given too many opportunities to fight back into it. Demon can go for a late peek if he'd like to. krabeni shows us the real gun. Deagle indeed does go bang bang, and this M4 will not be finding anything. Alcarin has got the bomb, and he's re-peeking back in, realizes too late. Demon a chance given up, but not one taken use of. Time is low, and NaVi Jr. are on the lower side. krabeni this time is unable to find more, while Symmetry and dziugss are finding more success. dziugss still alone, though. 15 seconds.
He's got time to get back up here. Robo's going to have to be the stopping power. And he will be. Unknown. Doesn't anticipate it.
Robo might not be expected over here, but with the CTs getting aggressive in through ramp, at least they're going to be finding out soon. Now, rotation over here is dangerous. Remember, you have to start moving back in through the vent. krabeni good for 1. Robo is still going to be the main win condition over here, as dziugss could maybe change my mind. I don't even need to see him to believe it. Robo's found 1, and, well, he's also found himself alone.
Well, alone might not be the biggest of problems. He's isolated a couple of more tools, and now he's got another one teed up down here on the lower bomb site. Good decisions, though, here for dziugss. Doesn't necessarily have to play forward. Just wait for his teammate to arrive on the scene. Smoke to cover the bomb. If he can get the bomb and escape, then the A-bomb site is open for him.
Would you like some fries with that? Oh my god, I'd love some fries! Give me the fries! What's going on? The A-bomb side is still going to be one more player who's actually starting to rotate over, and Robo has made noise. He's taking his time out. That's where he has to be careful about it, and he might not be ready. He's checking, he's thinking, but he's not going to clear it. Not yet. The time is his enemy, and so is Symmetry. But dziugss is starting to get worried about a rampage as well to come through. Symmetry is the one to take first point, and that first point doesn't work for him. Markachin, good for 1, and Cypher's found kills on the rotators before they can even think about it. Watch out, Robo. You've got a Molotov in your hand. Maybe put the bottle away when you're trying to plant a bomb, buddy. I've heard that might be a bit of a demolition problem, and dziugss has won the round just by taking down Alcarin. This is a gross overread coming through from Subvert Academy. Very good lead that you started things off with in the 4-3 position, where your economy for CTs is wonky as well. And now, CTs are getting aggressive. CTs want to take the fight to them, and Alcarin and Sypho will remind them that we've got guns that fight back very easily when you're pushing through smokes. Cypher? It's still a 2 versus 3, and the CTs are in good positions. Oh my goodness, Marcus, I should have had that.
But he won't have it. And he won't have anything either. The sight has fallen. QCK's rifle.
Was dziugss spamming then?
I think Spirit starting. I don't even know that they really like got information on what NaVi were doing in some of those previous rounds. We were talking about the early door push, and then they also were pressuring ramp. They got into trophy room and cleared that at an early stage of the round previously, where nobody on Spirit actually saw that. But regardless, Spirit's so very prepared for this aggro play. You know, the lobby crunch fails dramatically when there's 4 people there.
There's clearly a lot of metagaming going on over here in terms of how well these 2 teams understand each other. I don't think there's any...
Spirit Academy are secret.
For NaVi, it is very much a game of timing on when they decide to this ramp hit. The Molotov is going to be flushing Demon into an awkward position where he's open to spams that he receives some of, but not too much. NaVi will not be able to rotate easily in through Heaven. That's something you have to remember. Heaven is going to be given over completely to Kiyosaki, who's got the backstab in. Demon's been taken down. The lack of outside control is going to be punished, and they're expecting another player nearby inside the smoke. They're going to realize quickly that there isn't one, but even so, how does NaVi even try to make their way back into the bomb site? It doesn't feel like they can. This last round is a gimme. Spirit Academy might just keep all 5 players. They're worried about a bush, perhaps, or anything like it. Well, outside is where the fight is actually taken. Marcus there will be traded out. Cypher's good for it, and NaVi now are left in a 4 versus 4 with the CTs, who are straggling for information, but they know about one position. And as they hunt it down, Alcorin puts down Symmetry. Into the grave he goes.
Hey, but don't think it's done yet. Demon's still alive. He's the one to punch in the numbers. They work from dziugss. They kind of clear out one more as well. Oh, Demon gets a nice shot, but unfortunately, he's lost the rest of his team. Mokujin, the 1v1, and there's another triple kill. Pistol Demon indeed.
He's so good on the pistols, actually. It's kind of crazy.
I'm telling you, man. It's crazy how consistent it is.
I think he missed the old Dennis.
Yeah? I actually can't think of another player like Dennis, who was specifically such a pistol specialist.
There were a few once upon a time, but yeah, they were also good at everything else. And
What a way to describe it.
Oh, Cypher, he's going to have to face down a smoke push over here. They do turn around away from him. He lines them up, but he can't knock anyone down. At the very least, gets fantastic damage, 170 almost across the 2 of them. And as dziugss starts to push through, it is low, low, low. And no, this is not a Florana song. It is a double nade kill onto the teammates. Kiyosaki and Cypher will be sending their regards from beyond the grave. Mr. Double Agent dziugss.
It's not even his fault. He just died with it in his hand. What does he have to do?
The holy grand grenade.
Yeah, that is devastating. Alcrin may have missed the first shot, but he gets bailed out by his teammate, getting that 1 kill that turns the tide. Yusuke's one ramp kill there is good for 3.
Without information and outside beyond the sight line from Alcaran that could potentially be there, Kiyosaki, flashbang is good to keep him from actually taking the duels, and as Alcaran didn't really spot anyone either, this is going to be a late rotation down. Vent control will be given over. The Spirit Academy are not in the easiest of positions.
No, they're not. I mean, getting right down here, difficult in and of itself.
They don't maintain vent control, though.
Yeah, they've caught the one timing here. Alcaran gonna move forward. In the meantime, Cypher goes down. He was so very isolated there, a little bit questionable, but all good when Robo's hitting that one. Doesn't even turn, looking for Makaze, and I don't know how
you
this
have to be joking.
Gone,
how does Alcaran get this one?
I mean, surely this is just save angle is what I thought, but no.
He's pushing forward. Akaze nearby. He's a god! 4 kills. Alcarin is shots off with the hairline angle. The rest of his team has somehow been allowed full access through vent. They still lose. Sypho is completely out of position and they push forward back inside the site because they just haven't had an eye line out. NaVi Jr. do everything right over here. The only mistake they've made in this round is maybe giving up vent. Or, to be more specific, the bigger mistake is going up against Alcarin in the first place.
I don't think NaVi...
Faster outside smokes, and it might be a faster play to cross over. No, Makaze wants to try and play besides them. It's an initial trade as Alcarin will reface over. Makaze is ready for it, and Sypho comes back to the bomb site to find it completely occupied. We'll be able to give it a fight and brings it back to one-on-one. krabeni versus Robo. Robo has had his moments, but right now he's putting his brain to use. Wants to look for a rotate back to heaven, but this is a very difficult position to deal with. This is a less difficult position to deal with. Still, krabeni has the advantage of surprise, but oh my god, I got taken aback. Apparently that's not the advantage. He had the advantage of being firmly on the ground.
See nothing already out here. I think the next step for NaVi to take, it will be that. Kyosuke though from Unbreakable. Lines him up 2! Double from Kyosuke that once again turns tides. Bomb recollected. Alcarin doesn't go for the swing.
Great flash out from Kyosuke. Blocking out rotations can still be a factor, but with 20 seconds left, Sypho, this is not the best of timings for him. He had the chance to fire first, but krabeni's the one who fires last. krabeni continues to find up. The grenade will sail past him. Bomb can be planted, and in his 3v3, Mokujin already low. dziugss wants to start pushing forward. He will be able to collect onto Mokujin, who gets timid about that fight. Robo trades. Neither one of these players have a kit. Spirit Academy likely will have to think about a save unless they can find a kill now, and Cemetery is not giving them one. Robo will have to lead the charge forward, and he simply doesn't have it in him.
I mean, Alcarin taps, but he's done. Honestly, now the escape is a question. He'll make it happen, though.
Guns hitting the deck, and the CT's being in a position to fight back with the force spy.
Respect that Robo will.
This is going to be a reroute back to ramp after hoping the Spirit is going to be forced to try and commit into A. It wants to be a B-side sandwich, and right now Sypho's the only person to try and prevent it from happening. A Molotov that's going to be lined up for Alcarin, and a missed shot that means there's no one nearby to punish. Sypho is in a rock and a hard place. Cemetery will put him down. You're in a 4 versus 4. Robo's still around, and Kyosuke finding Demon gives them a bigger advantage, but it all comes down to Robo and what he can get bullets pumped into his chest. Buddy, careful.
And this is where NaVi, we've just been talking about, have been at their best. 3v3, post-plant. Time to get into good positions, but gotta get behind Tetris. There we go. Makaze tucks in. Now Alcarin, a lot more difficult to have that impact. I hear it. Kyosuke swings in, and he's got Symmetry right behind him. Symmetry with a double. Cross smokes down. Avenue towards Secret. Spotted is Alcarin. Close range with a Mag 7 and not close enough. Kyosuke only gets a damage on onto Makaze, but this is a great reroute. Mid-rounding right now for NaVi has been perfect.
Well, Mokujin is still here with the M4, but not for long. Not for long at all. Spirit Academy will not have long left in Nuke either. It is NaVi Jr. to take their map pick away from them. This is not the expected outcome. And despite a few heroics and the like, I have to say, NaVi Jr. looking like convincingly the better team. Yes, they won both pistol rounds and did capitalize off of that, but even...
It's not just going to be one-dimensional, though. It's through Cave in addition to that. Smoke dropped. That's going to complicate things. Matters. Oh, but maybe not so much. Symmetry gets one, and it's a clean sweep until Kyosuke arrives on the scene. Piece as almost gets the ace. Turns for Spirit Academy.
Dodging bullets, and Kyosuke is moving in past him. There is plenty of information given over, and Robo blind. Now, krabeni doesn't actually commit into Cave. The bomb's being planted on A. Spirit Academy will have players rotating over to try and deny. Alcarin is good for one, but the Tech-9s fight back. Mokujin makes it harder to do so. Marcus is still covering off. Mokujin is low, but as Krabeni was hoping to find the flank onto Cheetah. He instead is the one who's flanked up.
Yeah, protocols. I mean, that is more than anything, right? Like how consistently they're getting those rotations over and the flashbangs that you were highlighting. It's okay. As we've been talking about. It's not necessarily... Yeah, the end of the world. That Molotov is going to delay the bomb plant, so they can still have some semblance of tempo control here. Alkarin making life difficult, so getting into a post plant becomes near impossible for Na'Vi. They're going to have to fight their way out of it because they don't have Donut and they don't have Temple.
Spirit are relying on Robo's far rotation, and it's never going to come into play. By the time it does, they at most going to get one out of it, and they do, but that's why Makaze immediately trades, and the round is over for the CT side. Into a backside hole.
I mean, Mokujin, it almost feels like you need to flood early, or you need to have a lot of key positions.
Beautiful. 1 for 1 in middle is exactly what they needed. The problem is the B bomb site will not be giving them any ground whatsoever. Now comes in the commitment. All from Cemetery has been boosted up. You have to be careful. There could be a push through the cave side smoke, and well, that smoke is now extinguished. Cemetery drops down. It is going to be cave ramp and square from where the retake comes in. It's a full napalm strike to the back of the square side, though dziugss has to be careful. Turns around, will have an MP9 in the back very soon, but he covers for it. Robo's down, and as he gets some team damage, and it's alright. That's just a quick little pat on the bum. Alkarin turns around and puts down Cemetery into the grave. The 2 versus 3 over here, overstepping in for a peek might be punished very quickly. You have to be careful.
Deep Molotov for Game Ender is just that. End of the round. More
extinguishes smoke, and with that, what they've done is they've called everyone over to middle, and again, it's an A bomb side just because of that one little adjustment that they've got. Deep Molotovs, deep nades, the works can come over. Spirit Academy do not have money to be able to afford HEs enough to blow up these smokes. They have to.
Honestly, this is a save right now.
Well, they think differently.
Yeah, I mean, that smoke's going to go right onto Symmetry's head, so at least the op going to be taken out of contention. He just pushes through, and it is just a shooting gallery from Makaze. Sure, Sypho gets one, Kyosuke falls, and yeah, it should have been a save.
That is the one major sacrifice that they are making. dziugss continues to go through into Makaze's stomping ground. He's got company right there. Flashes a dodge, and Spirit are losing the plot, but not losing the duels. In fact, it's the rephase from Mokujin that gets punished. Oh, Makaze is going straight into Red Room, and the Cemetery will find Sypho. That feels like the round might be done. A double swing into B will be difficult, though. Makaze.
Oh, perfect spot. He was in the B cubby there, unchecked, unknown, and he gets them both.
No, as in like now we could end up on 7-5 for Spirit because of that round. Demon doesn't want that to happen. He's all the way in. If Robo's, wow. Even from beyond the grave, Robo's always been good for damage, and a Sypho will have the smoke blown open. He just moves right through it, almost lines up the planter as well. It's Kyosuke to shut down dziugss, and where NaVi Jr. had been looking incredibly impressive, there's that one stumbling block that is...
I want to submit to Valve the last 2 rounds as my primary showing of why the needs need to be fixed.
That submission because this whole fight's going on. Mokujin and Kyosuke continue to face down mid, and this time come through very convincingly. Robo feels like he just has to fly. Cemetery moving in through the smoke will shut him down. The rotations from Spirit Academy are going to be met by smokes of their own, but that Molotov is disaster right there. A minute on the clock means NaVi still has a lot they can do, but the problem is utility is low. They will have to move into this bomb site dry, and no one likes to do that. Sypho, great damage on the second after that initial kill, and it does feel like a Mokujin play to be made, but it's Alkarin to be moving in. dziugss taking down the 500-year-old stone will be giving him no resistance whatsoever. Spirit Academy end up on 7. The CT economy, that's not pretty, but krabeni he's got the dualies, he's got the flashbangs, but he doesn't have the kills. It's singular so far, makes it a plural, but not an impressive one. Bomb can maybe look to be planted as NaVi Jr. will allow the digits to be dialed.
Demon's fast on the cave flank, though.
That's exactly what they're waiting for. Out of these smokes.
Excuse me, not Demon. It's the dziugss who's on that flank, but Demon gets his, and Symmetry does the same. NaVi Jr. wait for the utility to finally not be a factor, and as it fades, they just collapse in Spirit Academy.
Remember, Cemetery has not got head armor. Now, he's also not the most nearby. It might not be relevant, but always something to keep in the back of your mind. Makaze continues to pester. Through the smoke, we'll find one. NaVi Jr. are fine with letting Spirit get the bomb plant over here. I lie. I'm genuinely just lying to you, apparently. Sypho is the only one to break blood. Alcarin will add his name to the tally of murderers in the server, and it feels like Spirit Academy's wanted poster is getting a longer list of victims. It's Sypho. They're coming from the side. Demon all alone. Sypho with the Tech 9 has a chance to shut him down here and now, but as Demon comes in from the side, it'll be Mr. Savior right here. I can tell you, though, he was puckered all the way. Mid-duel doesn't seem like a bad decision. But the MP9s want to take it as well. They're going to continue spamming forward. Mokujin cannot get more than the single kill.
He's escaped. Fully escaped. Out of there is Makaze. So NaVi Jr. will take their man advantage and they'll run with it. Spotted Shirley. And removed.
That's a great spray, by the way. Like really good. Can he do it again? And does he have a choice? Util initially avoided. Incendiary primed. Deployed. Robo pushed out of position, but the spam will not catch him.
No. Find a lot of time.
But they're buying time for it. It's that cave fight. They need to win it. They needed to win it, but Alcarin continues to be a thorn in their side. This has to be a save now.
Yeah, Demon has a kit, but HP is so low for Makaze. As well against krabeni on the cheetah flank. That is the knife that is the final.
But it really depends on how long NaVi Jr. want to hold down that double donut. Push forward in with the grenade for Red Room smoke, and as Kiyosaki tries to turn around, Makaze gets a jump on them. Now remember, donut is still not revealed just quite yet, and as Cemetery does do so, it's up to dziugss to actually get the kills. They've got the flank as well. krabeni pushes through. They've got guns to recover, a 2-on-2.
krabeni looking to full clear this. I mean, they've got the right read of it. It's all about timings. Up ahead of the Molotov, but the dziugss on fire, and krabeni wins his one as well. NaVi Jr. stealing away around from Spirit.
What a read. What a read about the Temple Reader positioning. That's fantastic stuff. And even, I mean, even when you look over towards how this starts off, right, this is a multi-layered re-aggression into middle, and no one is jumping the gun. Right, krabeni's late peak is going to be late out from caves. The double donut push is going to be delayed so that they're going to be giving up an advantageous fight over here as well, and a Cemetery will not be able to find anything. It does come back down towards that mid re-flank in. The hit is towards B, so these players need to fight. krabeni is down. Demon doesn't know how to fight this one. He's caught between two mines, and as Cemetery pushes forward, Sypho doesn't give Demon a choice.
Spirit taking full advantage of NaVi's unsure footing.
Also just a lot of indecision. I mean, that's where you can see the...
Everything is on a knife's edge. Oh my goodness,
wow.
Demon, are you serious? He gets that on the drive-by. Sypho and krabeni duel entangle. Other side of it. Well, now NaVi just have to sit pretty. They have all of the space that they need to win this retake by having cave.
There's still fighting to be done. There isn't a kit for NaVi. Alcarin's position is excellent, but he scopes away and now he's scared. Re-peeks over and he's been reminded of why he's got a fear of death inherent to him. It might be human nature, but he is being run down like an animal. Spirit Academy left in a 2 versus 5 and fight they might, but there's nothing to be done. NaVi Jr., not only will they win this round, they do it with 5 alive. Spirit Academy will be taking a split-up fight. Alcarin, a flash to his side that he's not too affected by, but it's a missed shot, and krabeni is not going to be doing any of that. Back to a 5-on-3 immediately in Spirit Academy, and what might be their last chance to prevent NaVi from getting to match point is going to be relying on just these 3 players. 2 spotted out, and NaVi are setting up for the retake.
They are. It's not all bad news, though, for Spirit. They've got some good space towards Temple, but they do not have main. A little bit dicey, but Makaze will confirm. Sypho has to slide back out to big box. Makaze with another. And Mokujin has to handle 4 different angles. Not even going to get a chance to start.
Makaze, oh my goodness, this fight, it just can't go Spirit's way. Mokujin not feeling too healthy right now either. Just has to hope that he doesn't get sprayed or anything like it. Oh, he's playing with fire. Fortunately for him, Cemetery on the other side does have an AWP, and he is really not feeling too good about himself right now.
Yeah, I mean, it was an ambitious position to begin with or not. Elevated.
Very nice. And look at this timer that NaVi are implementing. There's a man in mid, there's a man in spawn. Cemetery going down makes this a little bit more doable, but Demon is still around. They will know it as well. He has been a foe not to be trifled with. Demon stays alive, will be backing off. It is going to be a 3-pronged retake, soon to be made 2, but krabeni is number 1 to make contact. He will do so with a nade in his hand, and that nade, although it does do damage, it is not to any of the weakened players. Robo is going to be traded. dziugss adds 1 more to it, and Kyosuke left all alone. He's had a decent map, but not a fantastic one. If he wants a chance to be given to his team, this has to be a clutch he takes home. 3 required in total, 2 right now. Number 1 found, and it's number 2 right there. Spirit find hope in their stars' hands.
Or a half bite. They still have plenty of money.
Oh my goodness, krabeni's out here already. Alcarin is not going to know. He's a dead man. There's nothing they can do. krabeni! He is undefeatable in this B lane.
How about a 1v5?
Might be him, but right now he's got them to worry about. Makaze, Demon, krabeni, the trio of NaVi Jr. Remind him it's all about the stars, it's about the constellation. The NaVi are lighting up the sky right now.
He doesn't even get out of the door. dziugss is through the smoke as well to put a cap onto that one. NaVi Jr., they stay perfect on the winner's side of this Swiss stage, and a 2-0 over their opposing Academy roster.
And they